all? It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started. I do hope that you all are doing well and feeling well on tonight. Okay, so let's look at your overall messages. So we have here paid ops, the first on the scene to be seen. Okay. We have satanic cults here. Them folks ain't right. Putting on an act. So these paid ops is the first on the scene to be seen. They could be putting on an act, doing something that is going on. We have breaking news here. Okay, so something could be making the news. There could be some type of breaking news of a tragic situation or emergency or something like that. And we have murder was the case. Okay, so there could be a murder that is taking place here. Okay, what could be going on with the situation, Spirit is saying? Whoever Spirit is referring to as these paid ops is first on the scene to be seen. These individuals are a part of some type of satanic cult of some kind. This could be, you know, well, Spirit is saying satanic cult, so it's obviously something very dark, sinister, demonic about it. This could be some type of coven, okay, or this could be just some type of underground secret society, or they may actually refer to themselves as a cult here, okay. So I see the present here. I also see, oh shoot, somebody is being sacrificed, okay. So we have the energy of the present here, okay. So this is something that has just occurred, okay. It's currently happening now, or is about to happen, because it's the present energy here, okay. Yeah. This says a revelation of own value, nowness. Okay, it speaks to various different things here, but something is going on in the now, in the present here. Sacrifices at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, this is a very dark, sinister card here. Okay, number 11 is on this card here, which could be downgraded to a 2. This could be 2 persons or up to 11 persons who may pass away in this tragic event that is taking place. Okay, so we're going to look into this and we're going to see what's going on here. This was the first card I seen, which is visions here. Somebody could be getting some type of visions about something sinister or tragic that is about to happen. Okay, these could be psychic images. This could be clairvoyance. This is seeing or even out-of-body travel here. Somebody could be having some type of visions pertaining to something that is going on here, okay, but there's obviously something is happening in the now, in this present energy, okay, and whatever this situation with crisis actors, gang stalkers, paid ops being first on the scene to be seen and putting on an act, okay, with breaking news being out here, okay, something is going to make like mainstream news. This might be something that is aired like everywhere, not in just some particular, obviously it's happening in a particular area or what have you, but this may be something that is newsworthy, you know, around in multiple places here, okay. If this is, you know, a situation that is like you know, a tragic enough situation that is occurring here, okay guys. So let's clarify. Spirit, clarify paid ops first on the scene to be seen. Paid ops first on the scene to be seen here. My High Priestess card just flipped out. it's interesting that I seen that visions card which talks about psychic images and all this other kind of thing. Something is either going on with somebody who is a psychic, or either this psychic, like a person could be doing what I'm doing and could be a psychic, and could be, this person could have predicted this, could have foreseen this. You know, like this could literally be me right now, in the now, warning you all that this is happening. This could be someone else here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Paid ops, the first on the scene to be seen, Spirit. Paid ops, the first on the scene to be seen. Somebody is being targeted though. Somebody is straight up being targeted. Or whoever is, whatever this crime that is happening, somebody is being purposely targeted, okay? Spirit is saying pay attention to the enemy's subliminal witch language, okay? This could be hunting, threats, warnings, taunting, bullying, wisecracks, slick shots, or subliminal messages. Whoever these paid ops are, these crisis actors, is going to be the first. These are the group of individuals that you always see, no matter what goes on. These be the group of individuals that you see. They standing around, they hanging around, they the first ones on the scene. They recorded something, they seen everything, they heard something. They be the ones that's there, and when the media get there, they be the ones, main ones on camera, ready to tell a tale about whatever is going on. A lot of people don't know that them be paid ops, okay? A lot of them people be crisis actors, okay? That's the reason why they couldn't shed a tear if you were slicing a onion in their face, okay? Because they fake, they phony, they fraudulent. Them be paid ops, and they be putting on an act, okay? This could be some type of stage event that is happening, and y'all need to understand a staged event and from a false flag, okay? When a staged event happen, people can actually die at a staged event. The point in it being called a staged event is because it was like premeditated. It was set up ahead of time. It was set up to go on a certain day at a certain time in a certain place at a certain location in a certain way. That's what makes it a staged event. You understand what I'm saying? A false flag goes the same way, but it's usually more severe, like a terrorist attack or something, okay? Say that, like, the whole thing, like the, you know, where there could be multiple casualties and different things like that or whatever. On a false flag, people could die, people may not actually die, okay? But the thing about a false flag, like I said, is usually a lot bigger, tragic type of events that's going to like affect the whole country type of things, like something like a terrorist attack, something like a mass shooting, like a school shooting, you know what I'm saying, where a crowd of people have been gunned down or killed or something like that or whatever, where they're pushing a certain agenda and they're telling the public, oh my gosh, this serial killer is on the loose, oh my god, this terrorist attack just happened or whatever, when it's a whole staged event, but it's a false flag as well, because it gets people fearful, okay, about something. It is, even though it's a tragic situation that's happening in the moment, it's no real threat, okay? When you know it's not a real threat, it's when you, first of all, when you know it's a real threat, you will see the NSA, okay? Because a real threat, it puts our national security at risk, okay? So you will see those persons, you will see something. And even though with a lot of these major, more tragic events, even though you might see the feds out there, the FBI, you know, SWAT teams, whatever is going on that they decide to send out, these are still tactical units, tactical groups and different things like that or whatever. But when you don't see the NSA, when you don't see Department of Justice, Department of Defense, you know, a lot of the bigger wigs, you know what I'm saying, that oversee a lot of these other guys, when you don't see the military come out in various different things like that or whatever, 9 times out of 10 it's a false flag. 9 times out of 10 it was staged in some type of way, okay? But a staged event on its own is completely orchestrated, it's completely premeditated, okay? This is also the reason why in a lot of these events that first responders get there so fast. Even first responders know that a certain situation is going to go on a certain day in a certain area at a certain time. Okay, so they be already en route, already close by, already in the area, you know, posted up somewhere, and that's how they get there so quick. Okay, Spirit, clarify satanic cults. Spirit, clarify satanic cults, please. So there's a large group of individuals who's a part of this satanic cult here, okay? This may actually this may actually be an event that is happening within amongst a satanic cult. And this could be the reason why this makes breaking news. I feel like whatever is going on, even though there's paid ops around, crisis actors around, there's something that's about to go down, but I feel like it's going to be a major exposure of a cult. Whatever is happening here, okay? Because, yeah. On them folks ain't right, I have the cold-blooded killer death card here. So I feel like some type of massacre is getting ready to happen within a satanic cult. But these paid ops is first on the scene to be seen. That's why Spirit is saying pay attention Spirit is saying pay attention to the enemy's subliminal witch language, because they're gonna be speaking in subliminal, speaking in codes, speaking in riddles and rhymes and, you know, hand signs and symbolisms and all other kind of shit. Okay, you got to pay close attention. Okay, those of us who are awake, you can see it and hear it right away. People who are not, you got to really pay close attention to what they're saying, because it may seem like they're just rambling on, just speaking regular words, saying, you know, talking about whatever is happening, but they're dropping subliminal messages or warnings or threats or whatever about what is actually going on here. But with this cold-blooded killer death card here, something is being set up. There's some type of massacre that's getting ready to happen within a cult, and it's going to cause for like major exposure. I feel like the authorities know about this though, okay? Because this is a major tower that's about to happen. This is like tragedy. This is chaos that's about to take place, and murder is going to be the case. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be affected. I feel like up to, it's 11 people could die. It's interesting, between 11 and 12, okay? It depends on which subliminal, the powers that we want to go with, okay? Because the 12 is a 3, the 11 is a 2. It just kind of depends on what day, what time, you know. Star placements, moon placements, you know what I'm saying? You know, they be going that shit. They be, you know, numerology, astrology, zodiology, and some more shit when they break this shit down. But this is a staged event. But this is a massacre staged event. And it's also the exposure of a satanic cult. I feel like the authorities already know about this. This is right, I feel like this is a staged event. Because of the paid ops. Okay, but something is going to be tragic here. This is the reason why this is going to make breaking news here. Okay, a sudden upheaval, a sudden shakeup, like something is happening all of a sudden out the blue. Tragedy, chaos, disruptions, deceptions, destructions. Okay, murder, death, harm, illness, injuries, lies, deception. Like it's about to go down. Okay, I also see the world here. Spirit, clarify putting on an act. Clarify putting on an act. So I see that world card again. So the world talks about completions. It talks about endings. It talks about something coming full cycle. Okay? But the interesting thing that most people don't talk about with the world, the world also speaks to achievement. It actually also speaks to success. Okay, completions of something don't have to be bad. Like when you complete high school, you have a graduation. You understand what I'm saying? When you complete college, you have a graduation. You understand what I'm saying? So a completion of something, you going full cycle in something. You understand what I'm saying? Don't necessarily have to be bad. It just depends on what else is surrounding it. Okay, in this situation it is bad. Okay, but for somebody, this is what somebody wanted. So it's an achievement to someone, it's a success to someone. Okay, even a celebration to someone, even a reaching of a goal to someone. Okay, I also see these are the things that people don't talk about, or most readers don't talk about when they pull the world. The world speaks to completions of something, full cycles, something coming to an end for something new to begin. But the world, like I said, also talks about achievements, success, or celebrations, reward for one's efforts, renewals, finalizing, motivation, reaching a goal, travel, regeneration, or world events. Okay? And that's what's happening here. Okay? This is something that is being set up, that is being staged. So it's obviously reaching a goal for someone, an achievement for someone who wanted this to happen here. It's obviously going to be a reward for effort here for these paid opposites getting paid to be the first on the scene and tell the story about how they seen everything and shit. You understand what I'm saying? These crisis actors be like that. They be like, oh my God, I was there in the room and the government came in and he was blasting everybody. Then he stopped and got on social media, and then he texted his girlfriend, and then he made a call, and then he started shooting again. And then we got up and we all started running out, and oh my God, we saved, and it scraped my leg and I got a little blood right here. But it be fake and they don't ever cry. You understand what I'm saying? Most people, if you think about it, most people who's in a tragic, scary, deadly situation, you running the fuck to safety. Okay, you're gonna be like Forrest in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? The first chance you can get away, you are running. Okay, as fast as you can. You're not gonna run outside and stand there on the curb and wait for the damn press to show up and be camera ready. You know what I'm saying? Ready to tell your tale and shit. Like, but look, that's how them crisis actors be. They trip me out every time, but they always there. Okay. Spirit, clarify murder. What's the case? Clarify murder was the case here. Okay. I see. There's, like I said, there's a lot of people who's a part of this cult here. They're all being oppressed. They've all been suckered into some type of bad deal. They all have signed some type of bogus blood contract. They all have been set up for failure. Some type of modern day slavery is going on. They do satanic rituals, sex rituals, all kind of shit. But and they have to be in the hermit mode because they secretive about what goes on within their cult and different shit. But all hell about to break loose off up in here. Okay? Because it's like about to be a massacre amongst a lot of them for whatever reason. Okay? That's what's happening here. It's interesting. Some of these paid ops, this I know the authorities already know of this. And they liable to push back, set back the date because I'm talking about this now. Those of us who are real seers, who are real visionaries, and shit, you know, they've already profiled us and tested us to actually see if we got the gifts that we have, but they hate for us to be right. So, you know, they might push back or change up or switch up a date, a time, a way something gonna go or something, just to keep us from being right sometime. But, you know, sometime it be too late to change up shit. Just like the last time I told you all that something tragic was going to happen on a train, and it was going to be a lot of deaths. It was like that next day or the day after that mass collision with that train happened, and all them people died. Okay, it happens to me all the time. Okay, we got travel time due here. Some of these paid ops, they're literally traveling from other places. Okay, so say I live in Arkansas. Okay, what I mean is, on a big staged event, they would have, if they're gonna have, say they was to have a staged event that's gonna happen in Arkansas. Okay, um, they will have people from Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, St. Louis, maybe even as far as Atlanta. Okay, but they would have people from Texas, okay, Louisville, like all kind of areas around the area where the staged event is going to go down. Say if the staged event is going to go down in Texas, and then y'all have to know where you're from, okay, and actually pay attention, okay, because I happen to know all the major states that they have staged events all the time. And your biggest staged events happen in your bigger states. Your Texas, your Floridas, your Californias, your New Yorks. This is where they have some of their biggest staged events, or what have you. Um, um, so that's how it goes, with a lot of different things, and you actually can break down a lot of different things like that. Like, most people won't pay attention that a lot of abductions happens from smaller areas. You would think a lot more would happen from bigger areas, which they do have a big problem, because like Florida is they got some bad human trafficking ass problems down there. Like the chief down there, he be running a task force like damn near every other month, trying to bust their ass on their human trafficking. But I swear to God, I have never seen another chief of police. I'm not really sure of his title. I can't even think of the man's name right off the top. I see his face, but I can't even think of his name right now. But I kid you not, I have never seen another police chief, lieutenant, or whatever he is. I believe he probably the highest in command over his unit in that area. Okay, I have never seen in no other state, no other area, any other lieutenant, police chief, or anything that work as hard as this man do to crack down human sex trafficking, prostitution rings, and shit like that. This, I kid y'all not, damn near every other month this man be having whole task force to bust the shit. But anyway, I'm getting off the thing. The point is, whoever these paid ops are, some of these paid ops that's gonna be there putting on the act, that's gonna be the first on the scene to be seen, um, they're traveling from other places. They're traveling from other states, and then you're gonna have a people, of course, who may actually have been there and be a part of these things, okay? Because they had a ops in various different areas. They might have some insiders that were spies and in the group, acting like they part of the group and different things, which could be how they got the scoop on what was happening, what was going on within it in the first place, to even stage the event and around it, okay? But there is something every once in a while, even things with that the powers that be is about and into, every once in a while they will set up some type of operation or set up some type of thing, as a distraction to the general public, to make it seem like they actually are focused on these issues or cracking down on these issues in some type of way. And this just happened to be a cult, which we have seen them bust other cults many a different times. This is how many of y'all know about not drinking the Kool-Aid and all of that shit or whatever. So there's been plenty other cult leaders who, like, you know, have convinced their flock that, you know, it would be pleasing unto God if they just all decide to off themselves at one time. But I feel like this is something a little different. This is somebody within the cult completely losing their demonic mind and like going on a killing spree of people up in there. A lot of people within the group here, okay? Something has to do with money. Something that this cult was involved in, working on, setting up, doing, has to do with some type of money. And this could be the cult leader. that is going off. This could be a random cult member within the group that might be under demonic possession. They could be under the influence, anything. You just kind of don't know. They could be being triggered. They could be severely under mind control and being triggered to, go on a massacre within this cult. But there are several people that's going to die. There's 11 to 12 people that's going to die in this cult here, okay? And even with the 10 of Cups coming out on the Satanic cult, that's 10 people right there with the 10 of Cups here, okay? I mean, so you can look at that as that usually, the 10 of Cups talks about a family of individuals, okay? Or it talks about a large group of individuals. Another thing, several of this Satanic cult could be family. Several people within this Satanic cult may be actually related to each other. But there's other persons who's a part of this as well. Okay? So let's see. Let's clarify. Spirit, clarify paid ops first on the scene to be seen. Paid ops first on the scene to be seen. So we got community here. I seen poverty right before this. This could be some poor looking people. Or they could actually be poor, or they could be staging it like that, making it look like they're severely poor. But even if you look at this card here, okay, because the first card I seen was poverty. Okay, looks like they outside. They was in the area. See how it looked like they in this area around these buildings, around these, I don't know, buildings, homes, offices, wherever this is. Okay, a poor person would likely already be outside, already might be in that specific area. That's how they want you to assume. These just happen to be poor people that's in the area, just happen to be at the right place at the right time when this massacre go on. But look at this. Look at the community. These people, you see these people back here? They got on suits and ties and vests, and they dress real nice. Look at these people here. This woman, this child, and this man. They have on rags just like this person here. So they're poorer than these people back here, okay? These poor people are working for these people. This is who they're getting paid by, okay? So these people are in poverty. They in the community. Okay, that's another thing too. These crisis sectors, these paid ops and shit. This is the reason why they can't act halfway, half shit. Okay, these people get a little $100 or something like that. I feel like some of them that have a big event and they travel from another state to be there and different shit or whatever, they might get a little more, but they might get them like $100, $200 to literally play their role in these shits. And for somebody who's poor, who ain't got much, y'all be surprised what people do for money. Y'all be surprised. And this day and time, people in distress, there's very few people who actually will go out on a limb to help somebody else. The first thing people do is pull out their phone and start recording some shit. Because everybody want to be internet famous. Everybody want to go viral. Everybody got a story to tell. Everybody, you understand what I'm saying? This is the world that we live in now, okay? That's what's going on here, y'all. Okay? But I see this message of concern. Somebody is sending out a message of concern ahead of time to these paid ops for them to be on the scene when this go down. Spirit, clarify satanic cults with the 10 of cups. Satanic cults with the 10 of cups. Clarify the satanic cult, Spirit. I'm telling you, something has to do. I see thief and I seen sudden wealth. There's something that this satanic cult did in an effort to steal a large amount of money. And maybe they done got caught up. We have false person here. So Spirit is saying that these individuals are false persons. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. They're fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. They're liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists. Okay. I feel like they did something, because I keep on seeing something about money. Whatever is going on is related to money. I feel like they caught and been exposed in some type of way. It's been found out in some type of way. But this cult was involved, has been involved in something. This cult is involved in a lot. This cult is linked to human trafficking, drug trafficking, sex trafficking, prostitution rings. They even have a sex ring, like they have sex rituals with each other as well as satanic rituals. But they partake in some type of theft here, okay? That ties into that kidnapping. That's also tied into, they could be blood sacrifice and setting up other people to be blood sacrificed for money as well. Because what they've been doing, it has something to do with money here. I seen thief, sudden wealth, and then false person on this cult. So they've been involved in some criminal shit for quite some time here. This could be how they got exposed here. Okay, this could be how the authorities are aware of them anyway, which, yeah, I could go more into that, but I guarantee you they're, whoever the handlers are, whoever the leader of the cult is, this person definitely got ties to the powers that be, and could be a member of a formal or more legitimate secret society. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That's why this thing is being staged, okay? That's the reason why the powers that be got to set it up. The authorities got to set it up to make it seem like, well, it's really almost, they're not even busting them. Instead of, this is how I know. The leaders within this satanic cult, the authorities know about this cult, know the leaders. And I guarantee you, they leaders belong to some type of brotherhood, sisterhood, or fraternal order, or of a more legitimate secret society. Okay, but those secret societies break off into cults, into covens. Okay, and underground secret societies that ties into prostitution rings, human trafficking rings, sex rings, and all other type of shit on a lower level. Of people that they have that sell out to be a part of this shit. I believe they done got caught up with something pertaining to these steps, these blood sacrifices, these steps that may have to do with money, because I believe this group in blood sacrificing people for money is also something to do with thefts and monies that's been going on as well. I believe this cult and it got caught up. And instead of the authorities going in and busting these people, they're staging an event to make it seem like some type of altercation that popped off there, so they can run in and make it seem like, they saving, that they showing up because they got a call that something tragic has happened. You understand what I'm saying? But really and truly, they're a part of the whole setup. They knew of this satanic cult all along. They knew of the operations and everything, but it's like their covers have been blown. Something had been found out about these false persons in this satanic cult, so they're staging this event and going to put the cult on blast to the public, like, we coming in to save the people from here. Something tragic has happened within this cult, when they've been in conjunction with the cult all along. So they think they slick. Spirits, clarify them folks ain't right. Cold-blooded killers, death card. Them folks ain't right. Cold-blooded killer, death card. Okay. There is a main male. This could be one of their leaders within the cult. None of the folks that's in this satanic cult is right, Spirit is saying. But whoever this guy is, this sinister, dark, demonic looking guy here, he's a cold-blooded killer. He's already got bodies. He's part of the setup. This whole thing is a setup. On the day that this go down, he's going to send out a message to all they members. Every once in a while, they meet up in a secret place for their meetings and different things like that or whatever, and they all have to be in attendance for it. This is gonna be one of those type of meetings, and this fool is just gonna go the fuck off and start killing people up in there. And I'm not sure how many is in this group, but it's going to be 11 to 12 people that's going to be killed. And I believe the reason why he's killing them is because this cult, they have been exposed in some type of way. Something has been exposed about this cult, and the authorities has the information on this cult. And if they go after them and press charges, they're going to have to go to court on those charges. That means with anybody in connection to them, these people will have to testify to what's going on in this cult, to what they do, to what's been going on, to what they was a part of, to any deaths that happened, and a lot of shit that they involved with, a lot of people they involved with. I guarantee you it touched some people in power, some people in authority, some politicians, some people in government, some people higher up. This is a setup. And this fool here, he's going to kill off some of these people in this damn cult to keep them from talking. They done got word that maybe warrants or something that went out for them, charges or something coming up against them. So they could have staged a whole event, and some of these people is going to be killed outright to keep them from having to. That's the reason why spirits say sacrifice. Yeah, and behind that is the mirror. They're all mirroring each other. They're all the one and the same on this satanic. They are all a part of this dark demonic shit. They all a part of this satanic cult. This says know thyself, self-examination, seeing who y'all really are. Okay? Guess what was behind that? The unseen. Too much is hidden from you. This is some dark demonic shit here. This is a massacre that's about to happen within a cult, but it's being done on purpose because their covers have been blown. They satanic cult ain't secret anymore. I believe it's got out about the blood sacrifices, the insurance fraud, the killing people for money. It's got out about they sex ring, they sexual rituals that they have amongst each other, the prostitution operation. It's got out about they ties to human trafficking, setting people up to abduct their children and different shit. The drugs, everything. It's been exposed. And the authorities know it. And they've been sitting on this damn information. But they got way too much information not for them not to press any charges against these people. It would expose them for being involved, which they are. So they got to save face now. Now they got to create a distraction. Now they got to create a problem to get a reaction and come in like they got the solution. Spirit, clarify putting on an act. Clarify putting on an act. Spirit, clarify putting on an act. Look at this. Occupation. These people getting paid to act. Occupation talk about somebody work, what they do for work. Most people, when it comes to your work, your job, your career, your occupation, this is what you're getting paid for. These people putting on the act, they're getting paid for this. Okay? Okay, I'm telling you, something was about to happen. They, leaders of this cult, got connections to some insiders. They was about to get, they done got exposed in some type of way. They was about to get caught up. Some of them about to get sent to jail with something that has to do with some money, with property, homes, or something. Some major changes is about to happen with them unless they do something drastically. And they in concern. You see this concern here? You see that 33 here? This secret society. These 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 Master Mason numbers here. Okay? Concern here. These people been doing something in a court of law here. They could have fraudulently did something in a court of law. There's something that's been going on with somebody's child, with children here. I see child and great fortune here. These people been making a whole shitload of money off of children. Is this the trafficking of children? The selling of children? Child great fortune? Or either somebody left their child a great fortune here. Okay? It's being held up in a court of law on purpose. They falsified some type of documentations or something, stole this or something. But these people in concern, this shouldn't have been exposed. The cult had been exposed, everything had been exposed. These people in concern, because a major change was coming. And it's about this money here. Some of these people was facing imprisonment here. Okay? So clarify breaking news. Tower. Clarify breaking news. In the Tower. This is going to cause people to be in despair here. This is going to cause a lot of despair. I think a lot of people are also going to be surprised, okay? If you think you're going, you think when this go down, because I know a lot of people like to put a lot of stereotypes on a lot of things. You hear certain things, you categorize it by certain races. But I'm here to tell you, when I say cult, some of y'all probably thinking, oh, this is going to be a whole bunch of white folks. White folks connected to it. It might be a few white folks on a lower level in it. But it's more white folks on a higher level that know about it, that's controlling it, that's running, ruling, and operating it than it is. Those of them who are dead, gonna be found dead, as well as those of them who will be left alive, a part of this thing. These ain't all. I think people are gonna be very surprised to see how many black people are a part of this. And that's another reason why it's going to be exposed. It's only been one other, to my knowledge, I forget his name, but he, you know, he thought he was Jehovah or something. They had a bit of a cult, but he had a cult within his family, and he was like, he was having children with his children and some more shit, and this is how he built his cult, which it was other people involved, but this is how he built his cult. But he ended up getting caught up. Most of the time when you hear cult, you automatically think, oh, them crazy white folk. Y'all would be very surprised to know how many black people are in cults. How many black people are into black magic and voodoo and Santeria, like this, just like saying Santeria. You say Santeria, and you probably the first thing you think is some Mexican folks, because there's a lot of Latinas and Mexicans that partake in Santeria. Maybe you have read something or studied something that where it's come from. You think that only Latinas or Dominicans or Mexicans or what have you do Santeria. You crazy. It's a lot of black people. A lot of all kind of people. Jamaican, Native American, all kind of people that's into a lot of other cultural things. You'll be surprised. This is going to bring about some despair within this community about this cult here, about all these deaths that's taking place. Spirit, clarify murder was the case. Coffin. Deaths. This card got 19 on here. 1 and 9 is 10. It might be 10, 11, 12, or up to 19 persons that's going to die in this thing because of this guy here. This cold-blooded killer spirit is saying. And even if you look at this card here, look at all them bodies down there. You see on his head? This dude, I don't know what type of weapon he gonna use. Is he just actually gonna go in here and decapitate them one right after another? Or he just gonna just get the blasting on them with some type of automatic weapon or something? But there's gonna be multiple casualties here. Something has something to do with this cult. Several members of this cult, they fraudulently did something in a court of law. I see courthouse adjudication here. Something pertaining to a privileged lady here. And the shit that got found out. And it has exposed the cult and a lot of different things that's going on in the cult. And people is literally facing prison behind what they have done. Also, a lot of people of this cult are older. You would also assume that this is a bunch of young, dumb, immature, low self-esteem having, you know how it was back in the 70s and the 60s and 70s and things when people got in cults. Some of them women kind of seem to be out there, man. It's like these, it seemed like almost seemed like they had low self-esteem and different things because these men come along and start their damn cults and it didn't matter what they was telling them. Where they was talking to them like, they was the Messiah and speaking some twisted religious, you know what I'm saying? The ones who would twist the Bible and manipulate religion and biblical texts to do their perverse, evil, wicked crap that they do within their cults. And then you got the ones that just straight up with you. And these is just satanic, demonic cults. This from the gate of getting in and everybody's butt naked and walking around free as a bird and all this other kind of thing. You look at them people, you like they all look like they're under mind control. They all look like they're brainwashed. They all look like they got low self-esteem. They need this person to stroke their ego and make them feel good about yourself. Love yourself, love your body, love each other. We come together. Like, what the hell? No. But yeah, I'm telling you, this cult, many people within this cult have done something that illegally, that has raised a red flag amongst authority, okay, that has exposed them in some type of way. And whoever this leader is here, or whether this is a leader or this is just another member of the cult, I feel like at one of their meetings or gatherings or get-togethers that they're having, this person is smooth going off the deep end. They flying off the handle, and they're going to kill a whole lot of people. This is going to make breaking news, and this is going to expose this cult. And I'm telling you, the world is going to be shocked. Y'all going to be shocked at how many black people are in this thing. That's why I don't like stereotypes. And it's a whole lot of that. You understand what I'm saying? And it goes a whole lot of different ways. Just like right now, y'all say Satanism, y'all automatically think white folks. You say witchcraft, you automatically think white folks. But it's a whole lot of other cultural people, other races of people who are into Satanism, who are into witchcraft. Okay? Trace the origins of voodoo and see where it actually comes from. Hold on, guys. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that get said. Just like people may say, thugs, gangsters, and you automatically think black folks. You know what I'm saying? When there's thugs and gangsters that walks around here in 3-piece damn suits. They sharp to death. They hair slicked back and greasy and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see them as thugs and gangsters. They are the original thugs and gangsters. You understand what I'm saying? So it's to be a whole bunch of stereotype shit on. I believe people are going to be really surprised by the people that are part of this cult. I feel like a lot of people who are part of this cult, that's the reason why a false person came out first. Some of these people, and people may even be surprised that there are religious cults. There are a lot more religious cults than you all know. Y'all go to one right now that you call church. It is actually a religious cult. Anytime what you believe in, your religion controls every aspect of your life, your entire life. How you look, how you dress, how you act, how you even have sex with your partner, when you can have a partner, what you can do within your relationship. This is a cult. They all up in your finances, your role as a man, your role as a woman, your role as a child, and all this. This is a cult. Anything that controls the damn near every aspect of your life. It is a cult. Whether you see it as such or not, it's a cult. So there's a lot of religious cults around here. Some of y'all are a part of religious cults right now, and you think because you can live in your own house and you can come and go as you please and this, that, and the other, that it's not a cult, but it in fact is. They are still controlling over your life. Okay, but it's a lot of different stereotypes out here. I feel like people are going to be surprised by the people, and the reason why I said that, I feel like there are people in this cult who are older that people would not expect to be a part of this here. I think there's people in this cult, by day they act like they're righteous, upstanding pillars of the community, that people are going to be surprised that's in this satanic cult. I believe there's people in this cult who by day they act like they saved, sanctified, delivered, holier than thou, Christians and everything, and you are going to be appalled that they are a part of this cult. But that's what's going on here. So we got conversation here. It's interesting because conversation and service flipped over on these paid ops first on the scene to be seen. All they do is gather at the staged event and run their damn mouth. That's what they've been paid to do. Service talks about someone who's working for someone, helping someone, doing a job for someone. They nothing but paid puppets. Ops put in place to say, oh yeah, I was there and I heard the first shot ring out. I heard something go kaboom at 3:03 a.m. That's when I heard the first thing go down. And at 3:06, I heard a whole bunch of screaming. And at 3:33, that's when we heard the shots blasting out the window. It literally be like that. Y'all know they said they put them damn numbers up there, whatever. The fire department come out there and it be engine number 9, engine number 6, engine number 33 and shit. It might even be engine number however many casualties it is and shit. This is how they do their numerology and shit, okay? They have Fox 9 out there, Fox 60. It just depends on where the hell you at. Okay? You know that y'all, I can call this shit with my eyes closed the way they do this shit. I'm trying to tell you. It's about to go down. But this is a major exposure of a cult. Spirit clarify satanic cults. Satanic cult. This satanic, I'm telling you, these satanic cults, look at this. I see enemy, despair. This satanic cult is in despair over some type of misfortune, something they was doing to bring money into this cult. It has to do with great fortune here. Okay, we got foe in fortune here. A foe is someone who's an enemy or an opponent with fortune here. That's these people here. These foes are in despair because they're having some type of misfortune over a large amount of money. They're also being seen as the enemy. Whoever this main male is showing up as a lord. This is somebody in power, authority, or influence over them. Maybe if they're one of their leaders or something. This fool is about to smooth gold postal within the damn satanic cult. He about to kill a whole bunch of damn people. Okay? To clarify breaking news, we have here melancholy and sorrow. Melancholy talks about feelings of sadness and depression. Okay? I'm telling you, this is going to cause a lot of people despair. We also have sorrow here. Okay? A lot of people are going to be down and depressed and saddened by this. Many of these persons within this cult, where they're seen as servants within this cult here. This card says servants. Now, a servant is somebody who performs duties for money. A servant can also be seen as a slave. Or even a prostitute. Prostitutes perform duties for money too. Okay? But they're being shown as servants. Spirit clarified murder was the case. Plain and simply, death. We got death and we have hope here. A lot of people are going to die and the others are going to be severely injured here. In this situation here. And it's all going down within this room. I keep seeing something about a child here. There may even be children. That get hurt, children. There's a room. Wherever they meet up at, whatever building this is, or house this is, or wherever they had their meetings at, there is a room with some children in it. I don't know if these children were said to be sold or trafficked or what, but there's a particular room within this cult that's got children in it. However that applies. Somebody you know that you considered a friend is a part of this cult. Somebody is also all up in their head, all up in their thoughts about this situation, because maybe somebody has already got word, already been told that this is going to go down, that this is going to happen. Okay? Yeah. There's going to be a major disruption up in here. I seen authority and disruption flip over while I was trying to shuffle here. Whoever this person is, he may be somebody that holds some type of authority. I'm not sure if he has an authoritarian position, like, you know, like actually, but he holds some type of authority within this cult here. Partnership and alliance. He also belongs to some type of secret society. Mainstream secret society besides the satanic cult here. This is how I know that his brotherhood as well as actual authority figures know what's going on, know what's going down with this. Spirit clarify paid ops first on the scene to be seen. Yeah, the powers that be, they know about this. Spirit clarify paid ops first on the scene to be seen. Yeah. Woo. My ears just started ringing all of a sudden. I see conflict and defeat, obstacles and challenges here. These paid ops are being paid to be the first on the scene to be seen, to tell their tales, to tell their story to the media, to the news, or whatever during this conflict. Okay? They're going to be putting on the act during these obstacles and challenges that is taking place. I also see, I feel like, I feel like he is gathering. He's going to gather them. I see rejoicing, celebration, partnership, and alliance. Both of these are threes. 33. He's going to gather them at this meeting. Many of them is thinking that this is just another meeting. They're meeting for some type of celebration. You know, they might drink or think they're going to do their normal rituals, you know, or whatever within their secret society here. And there's going to be a major disruption here. Okay? Because of deception and envy here by one of their leaders here. Spirit, clarify breaking news. Clarify breaking news. So we have heartache and loss here. That's another 3. Heartache and loss. Yeah, murder was the case. Sacrifice. This is a massacre, and even sacrifice is a 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Sacrifice. This present card is a 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Something is significant to 3. Oh, goodness. Whoever this cat is somebody in power, or somebody in power is standing their ground in this situation, calling for this to happen. This could be a setup from high up that is calling for this to go down. Because if they allow the truth and the clarity to continue to get out, it could expose a lot of people in power. Okay? Yeah, awareness is at the bottom of the deck. There's somebody in particular that knows the truth. There's a 1 on this awareness card. There's somebody in particular that knows the truth about this cult, about what they've been up to, about what they've been doing. This could be someone who is, obviously this person's got a halo around their head. Their crown chakra is illuminated. Their third eye is open. Whoever this person is aware of what these people are doing here. Is aware of the truth and the clarity of what's been happening here. Okay, guys? That's what's going on here, y'all. Spirit, clarify these paid ops first on the scene to be seen. Paid ops first on the scene to be seen. Some of these people are traveling from somewhere. I keep seeing something about travel. Some of these paid ops are literally traveling from other areas. Spirit, clarify paid ops first on the scene to be seen. So I see judgment here. It's like they blowing the whistle, blowing their trumpets, judging the situation during this conflict and defeat that is happening here. Spirit, clarify the satanic cult. Damn. These people definitely are involved with something pertaining to a lot of things, okay? The 7 of Swords talks about lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking and creeping around, trying to get away with something, okay? Manipulations, deceptions, okay? But there is deaths that is happening up in here. This is the first card that flipped over when I asked about this satanic cult, okay? This person here, whoever this leader is that's over them, this person is like some type of warlock. He might be some type of high-ranking warlock here. Putting on an act. We got the Page of Swords here. So these paid ops, they're going to be out here childish, running their mouth about shit that they done been told to say. Spirit, clarify breaking news. So I definitely... Shit. Oh my goodness. Five of Swords, Nine of Wands with the World here. This is conflict happening, major conflict happening. Nine of Wands talks about defensiveness. It can even speak to hostility. It can speak to one feeling like a sacrifice needing to be made. The World, we know, talk about endings and completions. Something going full cycle here. This is making breaking news. Yeah. This is a tower situation, okay? This is a major tower that is happening here amongst this group of people that's in this satanic cult here. Yeah. Ten of Swords, betrayal. This is complete and utter betrayal here. Some of these people, a lot of these people don't even see this coming here. I'm telling you, some people are going to die and some people are going to be severely injured. With the Death card and the Four of Swords. What is that? What's that? 13. X is 10. Eyes is 1. That's 13. I'm telling you. It's going to be up to 13 people that die. And it's interesting because, look, on the well, the sacrifice card has 11 on it. There was another card that threes are definitely significant. Keep coming up here. Oh, the present was 12. It might be initially, you know how sometime on the scene when they get there, be certain people that be like DOA. Others might die in the hospital here. There's going to be like 13 people all in all that die. It might be 4. Them end up severely injured in the hospital here. This is all bad. And it's all because of some type of legal situation that's going on that's got these people in mental conflict. There's something fraudulent that they have been doing here. And this group of individuals like been jealous and envy. They did something out of jealousy, out of envy, out of hatred, out of spitefulness, out of revenge or something for a large amount of money here. But something got exposed. The truth was found out legally. And authorities know about it. And they got insiders. Maybe in the courts. Maybe in law enforcement. Lawyers. Judges. Police. Whomever is feeding them information. Because they already know. That these people know what they did. Pertaining to this large amount of money. So it's going to be a meeting called within this cult, and their leader is about to smooth go mad and start knocking people off. Why? Otherwise, all these people gonna be called to testify. All these people could be facing prison sentences for things that they have done. When you get to fucking with legal systems and federal money and shit, you're talking about federal time. And it's other things that this cult is a part of and do. But whatever it is that they did that has something to do with like a large amount of money. I feel like something pertaining to these blood sacrifices, something pertaining to maybe insurance frauds or money schemes or scams or something got exposed, particularly. But all this shit here that they've been doing in secret, that they've been doing in hiding, that they've been doing behind the scenes, behind closed doors, all this criminal activity, this moon has illuminated this shit. And that's what's causing this shit to happen. But I'm telling you, it's a staged event. Because those in authority and power high up that got connections and links that knows about this satanic cult, to keep them from being exposed, they had to set something up. to cause some type of distraction here, okay? Otherwise, they would have had warrants, would have went out, and they would have had to go in and apprehend all these people, and it would have made breaking news that way. But they still gonna make breaking news because this cult is about to be exposed to the world. Not to mention that, but a mass casualties of deaths. The devil. They chained to the devil. And this devil about to be front and center, baby. Lights, camera, action. The devil is center stage in this situation, baby. The devil about to be put on blast like never before because of the satanic cults and they low down dirty doings, baby. Spirit say that's the truth. That's clarity. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Sadness, loss, disappointment, regret. Mad sacrifice here, y'all. I wasn't expecting to get this message, honey, but I hope this gave you the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation. I hope y'all not dealing with this situation, honey, but you know, who knows? This could happen in an area near you. Oh God, this satanic cult, they involved with human organ harvester traffickers. So they are killing people. They are they've been sacrificing people for their organs, bro. That what this satanic cult a part of. They satanic sellouts, okay? They in a cult. They devil worshippers. They under blood contracts. They took sacred oaths. This is a witch coven, an underground secret society. They set up people to be sacrificed. This is crazy. What's done in the dark, what they've been doing in the darkness came to light. This is crazy. I see prison jail rat here. One of their members or something may have already gotten locked up on something, and this person may have exposed something, told something. One of these sellouts is working for the feds. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Whoever they is, they a military official. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This guy here that's gonna do this killing spree, he's a warlock. He's a male witch. This person is pure evil, Spirit is saying. I see FBI agent here. So FBI agents could be aware of what's going on. We got rumors on these paid ops, first on the scene to be seen. Something was a bad idea. Something they did was a bad idea. We got wickedness in high places, Beast System 666. I'm telling you, I believe this here to hit this big. Because I know the powers that be know about this. Okay, y'all best believe, look, y'all don't have privacy like that. If you think that anything goes on in the United States of America and the powers that be is unaware of it, you silly. You silly. I believe this hit this is a hit from high up. It told them to do this shit. Somebody been secretly spying on this cult, and you know they going zone. Somebody's doppelganger is a part of this cult. This cult also stole somebody else's identity. There's a lawyer that's a part of this cult. Somebody who's a hairstylist is a part of this cult. Spirit. Look at this death camp. Somebody is a housekeeper. We got fiery anger here. Somebody mad as hell. They outraged here. Something's doing that has to do with this money. Somebody is a child. I'm seeing a lot of these different people professions. Somebody is a barber. Somebody is a lawyer. Somebody is a like a child care, like babysitter, or they may work at a daycare. Somebody is a hairstylist. Somebody's daddy side of the family is in this cult. Say your daddy side of the family and greed, they in this cult. Somebody who's a mechanic is in this cult. Spirit say they dangerous. Spirit say they fucked up a long time ago. CIA could be aware of this cult here. Yeah, they've been blood. Didn't I tell you? This cult was involved in blood sacrificing family, lovers, and friends for money. But they ain't got caught up. They ain't got caught up. There's a pimping pastor that's a part of this cult. These people, the devil in disguise, Spirit is saying. The police is aware of this. There's police officers who has participated in police brutality before. They abuse their power and their authority. Something may happen. This may happen on a random, unexpected day. Just a regular ass day that nobody is expecting anything in particular to go down, like a Monday. Okay? But it might pop off on a Tuesday. Y'all know the powers that be like doing things on a Tuesday. Why? Because it's the third day of the week. Okay? And those of you who think it's the second day of the week, Sunday is the first day of the week. Okay? Saturday is actually the Sabbath. Okay? They just changed it up. Okay? Your week begins with Sunday. It ends with Saturday. Spirits say these people are evildoers in disguise. This motherfucker going crazy. Whoever their leader is, the handler, whatever, he going crazy up in there. He about to kill. He about to kill everybody, or try to. These people done participating in kidnappings here. Satanic sellout church member, gang stalkers. Wow. I told you, y'all gonna be surprised at how many black folks up in this thing. Black males and females in this cult. Somebody who's a self-employed business owner is a part of this cult. Somebody who's a college student is a part of this cult. Somebody's mama's family, mama's side of the family is a part of this cult. Somebody is a double agent. Whoever they trusted, that was a secret spy that's playing for both teams is a double agent. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Somebody they entrusted and let in the cult was a double agent. Spirit, are there any other messages? Somebody who's a manager is a part of this cult. Somebody who's a driver of some kind is a part of this cult. Somebody's family is straight up a part of this cult. Your family made attempts to harm you. This cult could have even been responsible for trying to take you out. What I tell you, psychological operation, okay? Staged event, bruh. Spirit is saying this is happening in the United States. There's a court clerk that's a part of this cult. Spirit, anything else? I seen physical therapist. Somebody could be a physical therapist. Somebody is into landscaping. That's a part of this cult. I'm telling y'all, they got a lot of damn members. Somebody is a housekeeper. This might be a hotel housekeeper or something like that. But somebody's a housekeeper and a part of this cult. They sold their soul, but it wasn't worth it all. Spirit is saying. They sold their soul for money, but it wasn't worth it all. There's a firefighter that's a part of this cult. And something might happen like overnight, y'all. In the wee hours of the morning or something like that, okay? Something, and the reason why I'm saying this particularly for this situation, because these type of groups meet late at night in the wee hours of the morning anyway. It's not many of them, unless they belong to like a mainstream brotherhood or sisterhood. It really don't matter when they meet, unless they doing like a particular, you know, got some type of particular rituals that they're doing or ceremonies that they're having or something like that. Like every state you're going to find a Masonic lodge. Every state, period, point blank. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody that is into Freemasonry, you know, they may freely go in and out, you know, their Masonic lodge at any time. You know, the biggest Masonic lodges will usually be in your downtown area somewhere, but there are smaller chapter Masonic lodges that is hidden back off in like actual residential neighborhoods or wooded areas and different things. At least it is here. But the biggest Masonic lodge is downtown, actually, here. But it could be like that where you from or whatever. But like those type of sisterhoods and brotherhoods or whatever, because they have a mainstream type of secret society or whatever, they might not particularly meet in secret, not unless they are doing like I said, got a particular function that they got going on, or particular rituals that they are doing, or something that calls for them to do under the moon in the night sky, or you know what I'm saying, something like that or whatever. So it wouldn't be strange to see them meet or whatever. But these type of groups, covens, cults, sex rings, prostitution rings, you know what I'm saying, different underground type shit like that, they meet in secret, okay? And they might not even meet at the same location every time, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. Okay, Spirit, are there any other messages? Are there any other messages? Oh shit, y'all. There's some type of betrayal, though. There definitely is betrayal that is happening here. I keep seeing you can't trust somebody. Somebody who's a bartender is involved in this. I see crisis actors here. Okay. I feel like they may have been planning some type of drug bust house raid on this cult. And they may have gotten wind of it. But I'm telling you now, I see internal affairs. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people involved in this cult and involved in the crimes that they have committed, of people who are actually authority figures, police and whatever other type of positions that they may have. There's some type of internal affairs investigation going on, or their crimes, when it reached authorities, something may have reached IA. Okay, something may have reached internal affairs, because they realized that they had moles on the inside. Okay, whether it's inside the courthouses, whether it's inside the police department, whether it's inside of whatever, because this cult, they've been doing some of the stuff that they've been doing. They've been needing some major connections of people higher up, people in power and in authority to get. And I feel like by the time something got to internal affairs was going to do something about it. It was basically being forced to have to do something about it, especially when it came to the point of people in authority, people in leadership being a part of what was going on. I feel like when word of that got out to these people, that's when this plot was set up to do this, to cause some type of distraction. But internal affairs definitely know of this situation. We got bad people with bad intentions here. I told you they in the human trafficking. They human traffickers. They organ harvesters. They blood sacrificing family lovers and friends for money. They involved in abducting people's children, selling people's children, trafficking in them, and selling them all kinds of. This is sick. They also got ties with people overseas. This could be a big ass cult, man. Yeah. All of these people are part of this cult. They is snakes. By day, they lived their life like they was regular, everyday, average Joe people. They had jobs. They dress well. They speak well. They carry themselves nicely. Some of them might even act polite. Go to church. They had whole personas by day. That's why some of y'all, when this shit happened, a lot of people are going to be very surprised. The amount of people, not only the amount of people that pop up dead and the exposure of this cult, but the people who are involved. You got pastors in this shit and some more shit that came out here. Spirit, are there any other messages? This is crazy. Something is going to happen with, like a lightning strike. This attack is going to happen like all of a sudden out the blue. Just like suddenly. Some of these people might not even know what's happening here, okay? And that's the reason why they got these paid ops. They got paid ops that's coming from out of town to spread lies. Spirits say they're spreading lies. They want they gonna tell they giving these paid ops a particular script to go by. Somebody who's an office worker or clerical. Is involved here? There's a lot going on here, y'all. This shit done made my darn head hurt. They into drug trafficking. Drug traffickers. This is a major cult that was doing a lot of shit here. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave it right there. I just seen invasion and war. Okay, whatever that means. Like, ugh. This is a lot, okay? Whenever this go down, this is going to be major. And it's definitely going to make breaking news, y'all. It is definitely going to make breaking news. Okay? So I hope this gave y'all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking. I really do kind of hope that you or nor none of your people is involved in this. But it is possible, honey. Anything is possible. So if you all would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tiff.diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. I really hope that, well, let me take that back. First of all, this is awful anyway, period. Okay, so this is really awful. What I was about to say is, because this is going to be breaking news, I really, really hope, I really kind of feel whatever the satanic cult, even though they have a lot of members and it might be big, I do feel like it's something that's like underground satanic cult. Not to necessarily mean that they're actually underground somewhere, but something that's like kept on the low. It's not mainstream. Like I would hope that this type of massacre wouldn't go down in Masonic Lodge, okay? Because, man, oh my God, you don't even understand how big that would be. Like, oh my goodness, y'all, I do this shit all the time. Sorry, guys. I just had like a light bulb moment on a story I could write. But, so you would hope that this type of massacre would not be in a mainstream brotherhood, like, Freemasonry, to happen in a main Masonic lodge. But oh my God, if it did, do you not understand the publicity behind that, baby? Oh, child. But I think this is I believe this is going to happen some like elsewhere. It's going to get the media coverage. It's going to be breaking news the way it is because it's going to be so many casualties. It's going to be a huge story. You understand what I'm saying? For somebody who's a journalist. But, oh, child. This ain't even how you want to end out the year, child. They would talk about this for the rest of the year, child. Leading up to the election, child, if they did this in a main Masonic hall, okay, lodge. Ooh, child, I don't think they going to do that, because that would be a lot of freaking exposure, a lot of exposure. But I do believe that this satanic cult is definitely going to be, this is a major exposure of a satanic cult. And a major exposure of a whole lot of people. And there's going to be a whole lot of casualties, because there's been a whole lot of criminal shit that tie into a whole lot of things. Okay? And you know what's interesting? Out of all of the very bad things that they do, the one thing that I feel like caught them up is the greed and all of these blood sacrifices they did. I feel like they got too cocky. I feel like they got too arrogant. I feel like they was doing these blood sacrifices too rapidly, back to back to back, with fraudulent ass insurance policies on all of these people fraudulently doing shit in courts of laws, fraudulently doing shit within insurance companies and in funeral homes and shit is what got them caught up. You would think the human trafficking, the sex trafficking, the sex rings, the drug trafficking, the organ harvesting, and all the major shit like that would get them caught up. Although bloodsucker setting somebody up to be killed for money is major too, but you would think. But I'm telling you, that's what got them caught up. The shit with the money and the blood sacrifices is what got their greedy asses caught up. It's crazy, y'all. Okay. I am created in the image of God. Peace, love, and light, guys. Namaste.